Hey everybody, Karyn Bryant for MMA H.E.A.T. I'm here with Mirsad Bektic, who of course is facing Ricardo Lamas at UFC 225 in Chicago. First and foremost, Mirsad, my first time talking with you. I just want to say thanks so much for taking the time. And how's everything going? How's camp going?
Camp is good. Camp has been very long. I got here about 3 months ago. Just want to get settled in. I like coming in camp 3 months out, just kind of easing things, learn some new techniques, and yeah, just kind of enjoy myself. So it's been long. I'm very happy. Today is my last sparring session, and it's a big relief. So I'm ready to do the real thing now.
Very nice. And otherwise, where do you still live when you're not in Montreal at Tristar?
Well, I'm not in Montreal. I was in Florida full time last year, but now I play around with Montreal, between my mom in Nebraska, Lincoln, Nebraska, and then I also spend a lot of time with my father in Bosnia.
Oh, okay. Nebraska, Lincoln, Nebraska. I would pick Montreal over. No disrespect to Nebraska, but a lot of flat.
Montreal's the best. Yeah, Montreal's definitely. I've been a lot of places, and Montreal's definitely my top favorite.
Now, I remember being in Montreal a long time ago, and I was told it had the most strip clubs per capita. Is that still true?
Really? I mean, I know we have a strip club probably 2 blocks away from us, but it looks kind of grouchy, so not very attractive. But there's a lot of beautiful women everywhere, so I don't think it's necessary.
Yeah, very nice. All right. Well, more importantly, though, you've got a fight coming up. This is a very important matchup with Ricardo Lamas. Both of you guys trying to climb the rankings. Right now, you're at number 11. I believe Ricardo is still around number 6 or 7 or so. So when this was offered to you, how long did you have to consider before you said yes?
Not when it was offered to me. I really didn't consider it too much. For me, it doesn't really matter. It was more important for me just to ask my coaches, get their feedback on it. And when I asked them, they were all about it, and I was ready to go. So it probably about once I talked to them, because it took about a day. By the time I talked to all the coaches, and yeah, it was it. It doesn't really matter to me. So as long as they're the captains of the ship, so what they say it goes.
Nice.
I just do the work.
Yeah, well, it's interesting, too, because he's started out as a wrestler who has really developed his hands more. So when you look at him, where do you see your best opportunity for a victory?
I think my victories are capable everywhere. I think I show that my game is very well-rounded. I can strike with strikers, I can grapple, I can wrestle. So I can do it all. So I'm just gonna go with the flow, and I think same thing to him. He's very well rounded. He's a black belt. He's also a good striker, and he has a wrestling background. So it's a very exciting fight, and I'm excited to get in there and let my hands go.
Nice. Well, we know that Fires Zahabi is obviously quite the mastermind there, but when you talk about it being your last sparring day and stuff, who have you been working with primarily, to get ready for Ricardo?
Man, I've been here, like I said, 3 months, so as soon as I got here, I was just jumped into sparring. We do a lot of Shark Tank rounds, so that's pretty much stay in the middle, and every 90 seconds is a new guy. So just the great thing about Tristar is there's so many bodies here. So you got your regular students that are just, kind of trying to work their way into MMA, and they're very talented young guys, and then you got guys like Arnold, Alan, he just fought this last weekend. We did a lot of sparring together, helping him for his fight. Louis, he's a 7-1 guy, I believe, on the shows here. We got Olivier here. Yep. So just a bunch of guys. Today I went with Eric, Amen, for us, his younger brother.
Yeah.
Who else did I go with? I have fresh guys around, so it's kind of like, was surprised that we have Xavier. He's also up very, he fights out of ACB. So just a bunch of young, hungry guys, just trying to take my head off. So it's that's pretty much been it. Yeah, everybody. It doesn't really matter who it is. Everybody's a tough round. Nobody's easy. So they really push me. So I'm very, very happy. They piss me off a lot because they really bring it, and I have to bring my game also. And I don't like losing. I like winning, and it's always competitive with these guys.
Well, and did you spend? I know on your social media you had some pictures with Vitor. Were you able to work with Vitor at all before his retirement fight?
No, I didn't work with him personally, but we train on mats, same practices. He listens to Firas. He listens to Firas also a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So we would pretty much just hang out after practice, talk guy stuff, and that's about it. But he definitely gave me some good advice, for some mistakes that he made in his career and things that I can avoid mine.
Nice. You just talked about liking to win rather than lose. I know that's kind of a universal thing. And
yeah,
you were winning against Darren Elkins. You knew I was going to have to bring this up. So when, it's like the greatest comeback ever. It's just that you were on the wrong side of that, unfortunately. So, I mean, what's your takeaway from that? When you walk away from that fight, you were doing everything right for so long. What do you think when you go back and reconsider that fight?
I could have definitely been more disciplined than what my corners wanted to tell me, but I was very greedy. I sometimes have a me mentality. I like to give guys a chance at anything. I just kind of like to dominate. But more than anything, I took away experience. It gave me a lot of experience, and if it wasn't for that fight, I probably wouldn't be here at Tristar. So I'm very, very grateful for it, and that it happened the way it did. Unfortunately, I had to lose, and it sucked a lot at the time, but it really took me to get out of my comfort zone. It made me more objective. It made me ask a lot more questions everywhere I went, and it was almost too much information from so many different people. But when things start settling down, I end up here at TriStar, and I'm very happy about it. I'm happy about it, and I'm grateful for the experience, and it's definitely made me mature and become a better fighter because of it.
Nice. Well, you obviously had a nice knockout win over Pepe, so that had to feel good to come back and really make a statement. Not only just win a fight, but really shut him down with a knockout.
Yeah, it felt great. It felt natural. The whole experience, the whole camp. That camp was so rough. Just because after the Elkins fight, I was just, I kept asking myself, why I lost, and because I worked so hard and all these different questions, and I continue to work hard or even harder. Mm-hmm. So I was very beat up in camp, but everything felt natural, and I just came out there and did my thing, what Mirsad does, and training camp went great. I put in work, and it showed. And it for us being there too, different things that I can do. A lot of people are surprised that I didn't go for a takedown, but it was never not a game plan. It was never a game plan, but just go out there and do what I do. And you saw a lot of years of hard work, show off in 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Well, the last time Ricardo fought, he fought Josh Emmett, who did not make weight. And Ricardo lost. I can tell you now, he's pretty frustrated by people who don't make weight. So I don't think you've had issues with that before. But, nowadays, right now, it seems like, I don't know if it's more people missing weight or what, but I don't know what your take is on that. But, it is difficult because when fighters miss weight, oftentimes the one who did make weight is kind of put in a hot seat, whether or not they take the fight. And sometimes people are more critical of them. If they decide not to take a fight, what do you think right now when you hear about the weight cutting and how some people think it's an advantage to come in overweight on purpose?
It's definitely an advantage to come in overweight. We have weight categories for a reason. So I think that extra pound, that extra 2 pounds, if that person really tried to work it off, could have affected them mentally, and it could have affected the whole fight. So I would agree with Lamas on the weight. I think it should be up to the guy, and it should be maybe like a 50% deduction on the guy's purse, because weight is 50% of the job, and it's once you sign a contract, you're signing for that weight amount, and you just gotta, it's just what we do. It's professional. So if you're not gonna make the weight, you gotta give up half the purse. That's my opinion.
Yeah, well, he thinks, you should give up your show money. So you guys are at least, in agreement on that kind of stuff. Yeah. So, so I think both of you will be making weight. Put it that way.
we both have a little bully in us.
Yeah, exactly. That's literally his nickname, Bully. So, Yeah, I do want to ask you one other thing. Mirsad, I like to sort of imagine myself as a pretty worldly girl. So I had a friend in college from Dubrovnik, and he used to have this thing written on his ceiling. And it was in Yugoslavia, I guess, right? So I think I remember what it says, and I'm wondering if you can tell me if I'm correct in what I think it said. Okay, you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay, so I think it was supposedly supposed to say, don't ever let them see you sweat, or don't ever let them see you nervous, or something like that, right? Because we're in a very competitive college and stuff. So I think it said, Nemoy imnekad kazat Dateboli, something like that. How close am I? Yeah, something like that. What does it mean?
You did very good at the first part. Just like, don't ever tell them. I think, yeah, for sure. I mean, I wouldn't even worry about what they're doing. I just worry about myself. So yeah. That's how I look at it.
Very nice, very nice. Well, awesome. Listen, actually now I'm bummed because your Wi-Fi just got like totally better. You're a little pixelated on the other part, but you can hear everything perfectly. So
everything looks much better.
Yeah, this will still be good. Everybody can hear your message. You might just be a little bit more pixelated, but now they can see that sweet porn stash.
Oh, you're like the porn stash.
It's good.
Hey. It's the flavor saver.
That's hilarious. That is so good. That is so good.
Hey, I mean, I don't know. It's pretty funny. I mean, it makes me laugh, and I don't know. I don't think it looks too bad. My grandpa had it. I have a picture of him. He has it. His looks much better. But I'm trying to keep a little bit of him in me. So, and the chicks like it. So I guess that's all that matters.
That's it. Yeah, you're pulling it off. You're definitely pulling it off.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Nice. So listen, if you can kind of idealize a way you want the fight with Ricardo to end, how do you see it playing out? I mean, listen, because this is the guy, remember, who pointed to the middle of the octagon with Maxi Baby, and they just went at it. I mean, that's the kind of fighter Ricardo is. So are you expecting that kind of fight with him? And if so, how do you think this kind of thing would end?
I mean, I expect him to come out as a fighter. He fought Aldo. I expect him to come out like he fought Aldo, and I expect myself to come out like I come out every fight, and I see myself winning, of course. But the ball is in the air. It's a fight. Anything can happen, and we're gonna see what happens. We'll see.
Yeah, we definitely will. Well, I'll be at the desk at Fox. Unfortunately, we won't be in Chicago. You know that's enemy territory for you, though, right? You know that Ricardo's from Chicago, right?
I heard he's from Chicago, but there's a lot of Balkans in Chicago, a lot of Bosnians, so it's gonna be quite exciting.
Nice.
And I'm coming in with the Michael Jordan mentality, so it's gonna be fun.
Nice, awesome. Well, listen, Mirsad, thank you so much for taking the time today. It was nice to get to know you a little bit, and wish you the best of luck in your fight with Ricardo.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Cool. We'll see you in action next week.
All right, sounds good. Take care.
Bye.
Ciao.
Thank you. That was great.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, Karyn. Thank you.
No, it's funny because with Wi-Fi, like sometimes it's perfect and then it goes weird, but like the whole time we could hear you very well. Like I said, sometimes it's got a little pixelated, but I think it's gonna be cool.
Yeah, you got a nice thing going with your hair too. I see you.
Yeah.
I got the stash. You got the hair.
Cool. All right, awesome. Well, I'm really excited to watch your fight. I feel like you guys are really going to put on a show. I know there's a lot of competition for fight of the night, but both of you guys are scrappy, so I think it's going to be.
I'm not going for fight of the night.
That's true. That's right. That's what everybody says. They don't want fight of the night because that means the other guy got his licks off as well, right?
We'll see.
Awesome. All right, cool. Well, best of luck and safe travels.
I appreciate you too. Take care.
Bye.
Ciao.